The Texas Restaurant Association says the food service industry is taking a financial hit, and they're concerned for restaurants as we get closer to the holidays. CBS Austin's Vinny Martirano is live outside Juboy Burgers in North Austin tonight. Vinny, you spoke with the owner. What does he have to say to you about these financial challenges?
Adela, Mo Piddle told me that his restaurants, Juboy Burgers and Juboy Sliders, have seen a 20% increase in their product prices since last year. He tells me that in previous times, they've had to increase menu prices just to keep up with that. He says his restaurants and other restaurants across the city are hopeful that the holiday season helps change the tides.
Now, Texas is struggling. Texas restaurants are struggling because of inflation caused by the tariffs that has caused the food prices to go super high. And on top of that, the ICE deportations and everything is affecting their labor force. Now, in today's video, we're going to be covering Texas restaurants, how they're struggling, and then immediately we go to a border county, still in Texas, that is 90% Hispanic, never ever voted for Republicans in over 100 years, and we want to see how they are adjusting, what they feel like after voting for Trump now. Enough talking, let's continue with the video.
Now what we're seeing is significant jumps in prices across the board.
The Texas Restaurant Association is sounding the alarm on growing financial concerns across the state. They're calling it an economic slowdown for the food service industry.
Costs are rising, traffic is softening, and margins are incredibly tight for most operators.
According to the TRA, 88% of Texas restaurants are reporting an increase in their food costs since last quarter, and 66% have reported an increase in labor costs. Kelsey Erickson-Strufer with the TRA says the imposed tariffs and the shifts in immigration enforcement are two of the biggest reasons for the industry's shakeup.
Some of them are afraid to be out in public, and that is impacting not only our labor, which we need to be able to fully staff up during a busy holiday season, but it's also impacting customer traffic.
Here in Austin, Mo Piddle, the owner of Juboy Burgers and Juboy Sliders, says staffing is difficult, and he's seen a 20% increase in their food costs.
Every facet of the business is affected by the, I guess you would call it the economic climate.
As we head into a busy holiday season, the hope for the food service industry is a change for the better.
That a rising tide lifts all ships. So my hope is that as things get better, just universally, as everybody tries to come together and make things better for the community.
Well, first, I don't know how they could get away with calling the restaurant Juboy. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive. That's the name of the restaurant. I don't know how they could get away with it, but I guess it's Texas. Anything is possible in Texas. Now, the second thing is food. Eating outside is so expensive nowadays. Like, a burger, fries, and, a soda, a combo meal in McDonald's is like $20, which is ridiculous. So I don't know how anybody goes to eat outside now because they have all these hidden fees, even dining fees. So super expensive eating out. Inflation is through the roof. And on top of that, most of these restaurants hire immigrants to work in the back. If you've worked in a restaurant, if you've been to the back, like most of the staff is normally immigrants. The dishwasher, the cook, whoever is on the grill, most of the times is normally an immigrant because they are the ones who most of the times accept these very low paying jobs like in the restaurant industry. Now, this is Texas. So Texas is like MAGA land. It's super MAGA. And right now we're going to go to another county in Texas that is 90% Hispanic. They have never voted for Trump. They have never voted Republican in over 100 years. The county has always voted blue. In 2024, they said, fuck it. We're going to vote for Trump because MAGA. Now they're feeling the effects. See how this county is now reacting to Trump 2.0.
Starr County, Texas.
a place where cultures blend and family roots run deep. Voters in this border community took a chance for the first time on Donald Trump.
Since Donald Trump has become president, we don't see illegal crossings.
1 year later, life is different. And whether it's for better
I love everything, everything.
or for worse,
I mean, we can't even buy groceries like before.
it all depends
Can I say it in my word?
on who you ask.
He's a piece of shit.
Generations seeking a better life have made this a first step onto American soil. More than 90% of this community is Hispanic. Immigration has helped it grow. But during the Biden administration, illegal crossings spiked, says Jamie Escobar, the mayor of Roma, a small border city in Starr County. Tell me what used to happen right here.
Well, yes, that casually they'd have like a little raft come across the river.
Escobar says sometimes there would be hundreds of people. Families traveling together would mostly surrender to Border Patrol and start the asylum-seeking process, while others, he said, would make a run for it.
Since Donald Trump has become president, we haven't seen the same type of situations. We don't see illegal crossings. Like I mentioned, they could be happening. They just don't happen here like we used to see them.
The number of people now apprehended along the southern U.S. border is at a 55-year low, according to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. Escobar credits Trump, and it's part of the reason why he voted for him. So if you were to compare what things were like under the Biden time versus what things are like now, how would you describe it?
It's night and day. It really is night and day.
Okay, now we do have to take into consideration that this guy is the mayor, so for the most part he was directly impacted by illegal crossings, so I would understand him wanting to vote for Trump. Even though he's a Hispanic, I know it's like an oxymoron, but most likely he is Mexican descent, but probably he's Mexican, no sabo, Mexicans know what I'm saying. Those Mexicans who are born in America, they don't even speak Spanish. The type of Mexicans, if you know, you know. So let's continue with the video, though. Plus, by the way, that's the border wall. I just want to know, did Mexico ever pay for the border wall? Well, let's continue.
Donald Trump's hardline immigration agenda, including plans to expand the border wall, it appealed to some voters here, as did his promises to make life more affordable. It helped Trump become the first Republican in 132 years to win this county. He flipped it. We found 1 year later, divisions still run pretty deep, and reviews about his return to office, they're mixed. On a hot Saturday afternoon, families gather along the banks of the Rio Grande River for a barbecue competition. No one pays much attention to the very noticeable security deterrents, and Border Patrol officers get a wave hello as they pass on by. Do you stand by your vote?
I stand by my vote. I'm an ex-military, and I am for Trump. Hey, you want a piece of bread?
Sergio Ace Rosales is also a retired Border Patrol agent, and he has no concerns about how far Trump is going.
I love everything that chasing illegal aliens back.
Like that's ridiculous, really. Listening to it, the guy is probably the child of an immigrant, and he's out there saying like chasing illegal immigrants. He himself chased illegal immigrants as a Border Patrol agent, but it's these things, it's kind of funny seeing them because it's like a parody. Like, these people. Okay, I came to America as an immigrant, and when I came to America, I thought America was like, a community-based, people love each other and are always together. Like in the movies when you see like the new neighbor moves in and then they bring a pie on the door. That's how I honestly thought America was like. Like you would move into a neighborhood and then the neighbors would come and knock and say, "Hey, welcome to the neighborhood." I know it sounds so stupid, but that's what I thought because of, movies. But in reality, America is a very individualistic place. People only care about things when it affects them. Otherwise, they don't give a crap. I don't give a crap if anybody is being chased out, if anybody is sleeping hungry, if anybody is homeless. They don't care until it personally affects them. That's how America is for the most part. Now, enough of my rant. Let's continue.
Beto Garza is another proud Trump voter. He says the immigration changes don't affect him or anyone he knows, though he is disappointed with one aspect of Trump's agenda.
Something about the economy? They could do something better.
Organizers say fewer families are taking part in this year's competition because food prices are so high.
If you look at the price of meats for us, we all love brisket, but we're paying $3.99 for choice. We used to be paying $1.99. It hasn't gone down.
Starr County is one of the poorest communities in the U.S., with a median household income of $38,000 a year. While Trump's message on the economy resonated, his critics remain deeply skeptical.
Can I say it in my own words?
Yes.
He's a piece of shit.
Tell me why you feel like that.
Because poor people are suffering. Old people like me, I'm 80 years old, are suffering.
Ludovina?
Man, you gotta love the grandma. Like, the grandma is at an age where she doesn't give a crap. I like to reach that age, when you don't give a crap. I was about to say the F word, but I want to be polite today. Where you don't give a crap what people think about you. You speak your mind. She is the good abuelita we all want. Abuelita, continue.
Garcia is a great-grandmother who worked as a baker until just a few years ago. Her life is not any more affordable.
Me, I can live on bread and potatoes and beans, but the kids can't. So Trump is the dumbest, stupidest person I've ever seen. He takes everything for himself. He's filling his pockets while people are going hungry. And what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to tell our grandkids?
About 20 minutes down the road, there's been plenty of change at the Texas Cafe since it was opened in 1939 by Becky Garza's grandfather.
This is a menu from 1943. 2 fried eggs, 20 cents.
She doesn't want to talk about Trump. He's too polarizing. But she's happy to tell us what life is like as a small business owner.
Oh my God. The prices on things go up and down every minute of the day. And they don't just fluctuate, here and there. They go from here to here. And the difference is bad. It's real bad.
While eggs cost less, she says meat prices are unpredictable.
Yeah, those carnitas look like fire. Like, those carnitas must be fire. They taste super good. I love Mexican food. Now, as you can see, this woman is also being affected, like in the first video we saw of Texas restaurants, because of the food prices. Nobody is going out to eat. Super expensive. The food itself is super expensive. So I guess you just have to learn how to cook at home. That's the only option left. But let's continue.
And customers are choosing to stay home more.
Right now we're looking at cutting hours again. It's been slow. The economy itself is just not helping us any at all.
Diana Basella and her husband are cutting corners where they can. She limits her grocery shopping to once every 2 months if she can stretch it.
We buy the necessities, the milk, the eggs, and stuff like that. Like, we hardly buy meat.
Basella did not vote for Trump, and she's also frustrated with his deportation agenda and the way he speaks about minorities.
We've always had immigrant people, and we've never had a problem with it. They come here to work, and that's it. I mean, yes, it's everywhere. The violence is everywhere. And it's not only Mexicans, it's Americans, it's, every nationality. I guess he's just focusing on the Mexicans. really.
It's the same worry for Mindy Garza, a retired local teacher.
The way ICE is treating, Hispanic people, just because they look a certain way, they think you weren't born and raised in the U.S. and they're being attacked.
Even some of the voters who support Trump's immigration plans have some concerns.
Rounding them up with ICE agents seems a little, sometimes a little extreme and maybe not as fair. I wish there were a better way to do that.
Roma Mayor Jamie Escobar says he is pro-immigration, but the rules in place had not been working.
Okay, so as you can see, that's basically the video. The video is the town is divided. The county is divided. The Trump supporters, of course, they are blind as usual. They always be like, oh, keep going. Whatever happens, happens. As long as it doesn't affect me, I'm cool with it. Round them up, lock them in cages, do all the things you want to do. As for the others, they are complaining. And shout out to the abuelita who didn't give any facts and, just spoke her mind. So let me know in the comments. Should Texas be complaining about food cost, the restaurants complaining? Should Texas even open its mouth to complain when they voted for this administration? Or they're justified to complain? Just let me know in the comments. If you like this type of videos, consider liking and subscribing. And of course, share this on all the networks. I'll see ya.
Oh my goodness, all the networks! Wow! All the networks!